Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV.
All right, man. Deontay Wilder rips into Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua. Let's talk about it. He spoke to Athletics, but I'm going to link another article in the description because you got to pay to read the Athletics. But there's so many other sources that's leaking out and using their interview and their articles that you ain't got to pay for it to get that, which I think is stupid. You know what I'm saying? You want us to pay to read articles. You know, Bleacher Report don't make you do that. Yahoo don't make you do that. So, in my opinion, I ain't paying for that shit. I ain't paying for the DAZN. You know, after last night, they sat there and put a swing bout in there. The DAZN ain't never on time. When they become punctual and have a better commentary experience, which I'll talk about tomorrow on live. If I don't do it tonight on live, I doubt it. It's football Sunday, but when they get a better commentary team and they become on time, then I would consider spending my money and being a patron of the DAZN. But yeah, Wilder went in. He criticized Andy Ruiz. At the time of the video, when I did the reaction video, I didn't want to hear what Andy Ruiz had to say. I pretty much, you know, could have guessed he made excuses. He said he was too big, but Wilder cut into him and basically said, "How you not know how to cut the ring off? And you know you weren't doing, you know, what you was doing wasn't working. Why didn't basically? I'm paraphrasing. I'll put the article in the description once again, an article link. Why didn't you change nothing up? How you not know how to cut the ring off?" And he basically went on to say that he said why you not cutting the ring off and why you didn't change nothing up in there? How can you say that you party too much and, you know, you weigh too much and not take this shit serious? Now, one of the reasons that Deontay Wilder mad, and I'll get to that point in the video towards the end, is that he knows that a unification bout is not going to happen with Anthony Joshua. You know, I think it's more likely to happen with Tyson Fury. You know, he said, how can you not change something up? And he was just mad at Andy Ruiz because he know Andy Ruiz messed it up. But at the end of the day, it's a way that he still can become unified champion, and I'll talk about that at some point towards the end of the video. But that's natural. That's natural human instincts to be mad at Andy Ruiz, knowing that, you know, you was one step from being closer to a unification bout and being undisputed, and then Andy Ruiz was lazy. Andy Ruiz didn't take it serious. And I don't understand why. He was partying a lot, but then he was in camp, you know, in Mexico, I believe, and he didn't allow no media in or nothing like that. And, you know, he show up, you know, just lazy, not hungry. To me, that sounds fishy. You know, I was talking to somebody else, they told me I should leave it alone. But to me, that shit sound fishy. You know what I'm saying? To me, it sound hella fishy. I'm gonna just say it sounded a little choreographed to me. I don't trust nothing in boxing. That's why I told y'all, don't put y'all money on this shit. Boxing is far from organic. All sports are far from organic. But boxing is very, very far from organic. You know, it's a lot of money and people's livelihoods riding on this stuff. But he cut into Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he should have did it publicly and publicly shamed him at all. I'm not gonna do it. You know what? He did what he, you know, he can easily say a dude that had nothing bought his contract out for $700,000 from Al Heyman. A dude that had nothing, you know, and he came in there, he won, he made about $20 million between the two fights. Come on. A lot of motherfuckers get their tax money and quit their job and think they motherfucking Warren Buffett. So I'm not gonna chastise him. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, oh, I would have did this and I would have did that. Like, it's easy to sit there and say what you would have did and what you wouldn't have did. And Deontay can speak from that point of view because he's an actual fighter. And he said he take this serious. He said he takes this very, very serious, man. And you shouldn't. Andy Ruiz not leaving stones unturned. He deserved to get chastised from a fighter, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna shame him, throw him under the bus. Dude, he changed his family life in 2 fights. At the end of the day, even if he lost, he still won. Now, hopefully he managed that money the right way. Hopefully he don't you know, take a long time off and be 350 pounds and got to cut that weight down, you know. And we'll talk about a trilogy. I'll probably do a video about that tomorrow. You know, but Wilder can do it from afar. But I understand Wilder anger because he knows it's not going to happen. And did he criticize Anthony Joshua? You already know he did. He said basically he ran around the ring and he should have won the fight in the fashion he lost the fight in. And don't nobody want to see nobody run around, or heavyweight run around the ring like that in boxing move. But you know what? AJ did what he had to do. You know, and it seemed like he had Klitschko in camp. And that's what Wilder said. He fought just like Klitschko. And he said Klitschko was his mentor, better than Lennox. But in a way, he looked like Lennox. It looked like Lennox and David Tua. You know? And if he fight that way, and he fights safety first from now on, it's not going to work versus every opponent. Fury too long, Wilder too long. Eventually, you're going to have to engage. You know? And somebody going to cut the ring off on you. But they had a big ring. You know, everything was going to be versed against Andy Ruiz. But, you know, Wilder criticized him, but he did what he got to do. And he did say that. He said he did what he had to do. But don't nobody want to see nobody box for 12 rounds. And everybody going to change their tune. For years, they say, oh, Floyd Mayweather ran and Floyd Mayweather fought safety first. But them very same people like Brian Kenny on that telecast, you know what I'm saying? They was praising AJ for boxing and moving. But when Floyd did it, it was running. When other fighters did it, it was running. When Terrence Crawford did it, I remember versus Victor Postile. People said, oh, he just ran the whole fight. But when it's people, and that's why I say AJ ain't black, dude. He not a black American. See, they're pat now. If like Crawford was from like the UK or something like that, or Floyd was from the UK, they would praise him. If Wilder was from the UK, they would praise him. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't identify with AJ being a black man from America. It's different. It's different, even with black British actors and stuff. Why do you think they get the black British actors over the black actors in America? And the black actors in America end up being framed in some type of you know, issues and or the cases they be getting and stuff of that nature, man. They infiltrating our culture, but no, don't. Everybody want to take from our culture. Everybody want to wear the do-rags. Everybody want to, you know, wear the joggers. Everybody want to wear the glasses, the lokes, the buffs, like Americans. Everybody want to dress like them. Everybody want to, you know, take from our culture, but don't nobody want to replenish from it. Replenish it. Don't nobody want to give back. And we going through with Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. No, them dudes ain't nowhere to be found. They don't deal with our issues, man. And people say we gotta go back to the motherland. The motherland, from where in the motherland? A lot of countries and people from Africa hate blacks from America. I'm sorry if I just woke a lot of you guys up. So I don't identify with him, bruh. And if AJ was from America, he would not have get the love that he getting from the from the UK. All these other people showing him a ton of love in the United States, they conditioned to hate black American fighters. And I ain't scared to say it. In America and around the world, they are conditioned to hate the Mayweathers. After you retire, or after you reach the pinnacle, you on the downslope of your career like Ali, they end up loving you. You Sonny Liston, they end up pardoning you like Jack Johnson and putting you on a pedestal. That's just a harsh reality. So when you know you getting your son into boxing, or you know you a teenager or a kid that's getting into boxing as a black American fighter, just get used to, you know, don't you listen to the critics. They gonna hate you regardless. And people say, well, why they treat Canelo like that? Like they've been treating our fighters like that since the beginning of boxing. Larry Holmes, Ali wasn't loved. Not by other outside people till he started shaking. So that's why I say, hey, I can't identify with AJ. Anybody can say whatever the hell they want to say. You know, but he did what he had to do. Lippius had some not so kind words to say about him, and he ran around the ring like a chicken. He did. They had a super duper big ass ring for him, so he could run around the ring like a chicken with his head cut off. But you know what? Andy Ruiz, it wasn't no secret. When somebody come in as lean as he did, cut the muscle out, obviously, like Wilder said, he brought Vladimir Klitschko in camp. What got some pointers for him, it wasn't no secret. When he said, oh, Klitschko better mentor than me, you know, better mentor than Lennox Lewis, excuse me. When he came in leaned out, he dropped the weights. He was coming to box, it was no secret. And of course, Manny Robles is not gonna throw his boy under the couch or in the basement. He gonna throw him in the basement. He knew Andy was on some BS, man. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if Andy had a big bag of money, sitting in his dressing room after that fight. I'm telling you. He wasn't angry enough. He wasn't urgent enough. He looked like he did. I guess he didn't come in shape. It wouldn't surprise me. Boxing a dirty game, dude. Because obviously Andy Ruiz's reign wasn't going to last long. Some people thought Usyk could have gave him a run for his money. And eventually he was going to get stretched by Wilder. But Wilder says the fight with Anthony Joshua not going to happen. And I've been telling you guys that. He said I didn't mention my name or nothing like that. And he right. That fight ain't gonna happen. I don't think nobody is surprised by that. And people can say, oh, that Joshua would have beat Wilder. Hey, that's your opinion. I'm not here to argue that. I'm not here to argue that at all. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. People gonna have their opinion about what they believe and what they want to believe, but Wilder already know. I know it's not gonna happen. It is what it is. They want to do what they want to do. People can get mad all they want to, but Wilder keeping it real. That unification fight not gonna happen. They don't know. They said, what about Wilder? Eddie Hearn cut him off. Oh, this is about AJ tonight. And like I said before, people said, well, Wilder turned down the DAZN deal. All I can say is the DAZN said they made a mistake. The DAZN said they made a mistake. They said they messed up the deal by not being honest with Deontay Wilder. They wouldn't tell him what Anthony Joshua was making and this and that. And if Wilder wanted to know if he was getting jobbed on the pay scale, it is what it is. But if you want to see a unification bout, you should be rooting for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury and Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn make that fight. They'll make that fight. That fight will probably be in the UK, but they're gonna make that fight for sure. They're gonna make that fight for sure. And that's just my opinion. They gonna make that fight. If Tyson Fury win, they most definitely going to make that fight, man. Eventually. And I think it's gonna be in the UK. And I do some videos today, kind of chopping some subjects up about the fight until I do the live stream tomorrow. But Wilder said that unification not gonna happen, but it is a way for Wilder to get a belt. I'm hearing that the WBO and IBF, well, I know the IBF for sure is enforcing their mandatory by the May 30th. I think it got to happen. The WBO enforcing their mandatory in 180 days. That's June something. So either AJ got to fight Usyk or Puev. They don't look like they're gonna allow him to keep both belts. So me personally, and I said it last night, what I would do is have AJ drop the WBO belt, let him fight Usyk. Let Usyk fight Joseph Parker for the belt. It looked like, I don't know how Parker got ranked so high. So politics, he just lost to Dillian White. And who did he beat to get ranked that high? It's the question. Then I will let Puev fight Joshua. That'd be a good tune-up. And then later in the year or down the line, if I'm Eddie Hearn, then I do a unification bout with AJ and Usyk. But I heard AJ want to fight Usyk next, and I guess that will go down in the UK, and that'd be a bigger ticket seller than Puev. But I'm pretty sure Eddie Hearn probably gonna do what I said do to keep the belt. If he don't, and AJ relinquished the IBF, Puev and Kanowski is gonna fight for the IBF title on the Wilder Fury 2 undercard. And I'm guessing if Wilder can become victorious and Kanowski, which I think easily runs through Puev, can become victorious, I think PBC would do Kanowski and Wilder unification bout next. Wilder would get the IBF belt that he should have got long ago when Charles Martin won it, and PBC should have ran him over to Wilder instead of AJ. That's another conversation for another day. So he'd be a WC IBF. AJ hold his 2 titles, and that is what it is. It depends on how it work out. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Want to make a donation? Link subscription. Best way to donate is share the video. Hey, let me know what you guys think about the situation. One time for the one time we gone.